Hey there, this is your Avon lady, Chris Arnold, and I have your product picks and preview for campaign 20 of 2019. But before I launch into the new and exciting products in campaign 20, want to make sure that you are getting your very own copy of the Avon brochure each campaign, either the physical brochure by mail or the virtual brochure that you can view on your phone, your tablet, or your computer, either by text or email. So we have a lot of exciting new products coming later this year. So many of them that I cannot promise I'll be able to cover them all in the picks and preview videos. I've gotten to play with some of the new products already because of my swag bag from RepFest the first part of August. And if you're in my Thoughts on Beauty group on Facebook, you've seen my little videos as I've tried these new products for the first time. So you'll know kind of some of the things that I'm really excited about. But between all of the great new skincare, hair care, makeup, bath and body products that are coming out, and all of the fabulous products coming out for the holidays, there's just not enough time in the day for me to cover it all in my short little videos. So you want to be sure, like you want to stop the video right now if you are not already getting the brochure every campaign, and message me your address if you'd like the brochure by mail, or your mobile number or email address if you'd rather get the virtual brochure each campaign. But pause the video. I'll wait while you do that. Make sure that you're getting the brochure so you can flip through the pages and see what's new, and you don't miss a single fantastic new product that's coming throughout the rest of 2019. So now, with that said, now that you have paused the video, messaged me, and you're starting again, now we get on to what's new and exciting in campaign 20. And our theme this campaign is make your own magic every day. I love that because really life is what you make of it. So why not make it a little magic? And with that theme, we have a new addition to our Magix line, which of course has our Magix Prime. This is our face primer. You can use this to smooth out your skin texture before you put your foundation on, give you a nice smooth, beginning for your foundation, make it easier to put on and less likely to settle into lines and wrinkles and pores. Or you can use it by itself if you just want something to kind of keep the oil and shine away for the day, kind of blur the minor imperfections, and give you a nice smooth finish to your skin during the day. Magix Prime is a great tool for that. Then earlier this year, we introduced our Magix Tint, which is our tinted moisturizer. Comes in 6 really flexible shades and gives you a kind of a nice dewy finish and just a little bit of color just to kind of smooth out the skin tone. So that's the Magix Tint. Now we have Magix Wand, and this is more of a cream. Comes in a magic wand, and it's comes in a solid form, and it is of all of the foundations I've ever used, it is the driest formula. But you can see I have the Magix Wand on for all of my foundation and my concealer and everything. I have no powder over the top. So you can see I do still get, it doesn't, even though it goes on and it feels very dry, it doesn't really feel like I have a cream or anything on my face. And it's got a very dry finish to it. I still have got that little bit of glow, a little bit more glow than I'd like on my forehead now that I'm looking at it. But still get that nice glow, and I don't feel like I need to put powder over it to set it because of my tendency to be a little bit of oily in my skin, and the fact that I live in the desert and it's August, so sweat is a thing this time of year. But it's a very dry formula, and let me see, I've got 3 different shades because I'm using it as my foundation and my concealer, and I have kind of I have weird under eye areas. It's dark in some places, and then in other places it's lighter than the rest of my face. So I kind of need a shade lighter than my regular foundation color to lighten out the dark areas, but then I need a shade darker to kind of bring it back in line with the rest of the face, and then I need my regular shade. This is the vanilla, which is the shade that I use to kind of even out under my eyes. So hopefully this will show. I think I'll do it on my arm because that's a little bit lighter, but it just swipes on. Oh yeah, that showed really good. and it blends so, so beautifully. You can just kind of swipe it on and leave it there, but it blends out just beautifully. And when you put it, it feels like it's just gonna stay there and it's not gonna go anywhere. Um, but see, it blends out to just a beautiful, soft, doesn't look like there's anything on the skin. You can still see I did put it on pretty thick on that first swipe. But it does blend out really, really nice. Like I said, it's got a very dry feeling to it, which is really nice, but doesn't have a dry look to it, which is great, because it really feels like it's just going to stay there. It doesn't feel like it's going to, actually this is the only foundation I've ever been really confident in kind of covering up the discoloration that I have on the side of my neck. I have like a big brown splotch on the side of my neck, and I took my lighter shade, my marshmallow, and covered that up, and I feel confident doing that it's not going to rub off real easily on my clothes. So it's not, it doesn't have in its benefits that it's, transfer resistant, but it really feels like it's not going anywhere. It just doesn't feel like there's anything there. So it's got a very, very dry feel to it, but again, not that dry look. You get still kind of that fresh, dewy look. So you guys know, I always like to write things down, make sure I don't forget to give you all of the different benefits. 2 pages of my little notes for it this time. But it smooths and evens the texture. So I mentioned the Magix Prime kind of fills in the pores and the wrinkles without clogging them to give you a smoother texture. This does that too. So like I smooth it on my nose and my pores just vanish. Absolutely love that, because the big old pores on my nose is one of those things that I'm always trying to cover up. So it smooths and evens the texture, controls oil and shine, and some of it is the lighting in here always makes me look a little shiny. But I have noticed that when I've been wearing it, like my nose doesn't look like an oil slick by the end of the day. So might get a tinge of shine, but not a whole lot. So yeah, and some of it's the light coming from the windows in the house. So you can see this side does not look nearly as shiny. This would be more accurate to how it looks than the parts that are getting a lot of light from the windows. Buildable sheer to full coverage. So you saw when I put it on a really thick, put a lot of pressure, put a thick swipe, it gave a very full coverage, but then it blends out to a more sheer. And you can also do, that's the vanilla. I wanted to do the marshmallow. The marshmallow, you can also do, a very light sweep and blend that out. So you can go very sheer to very full coverage without it feeling heavy. It's obviously very purse friendly. You could even almost throw this in your pocket if you didn't have, if your pants would be uncomfortable if your pants were tight, but you could throw it in your pocket, but very purse friendly. You can throw it in your purse for touch-ups throughout the day, or if you want to change up your look, you're going out after work, don't have time to go home and redo your makeup, you can take this with you. And the great thing about this is it comes in 16 different shades. Great shade palette, lots of different options with different undertones and different shades in the color palette. So 16 different shades. So I use my regular shade, and then I do one lighter and one darker as concealer for different areas, whether I need to darken or light them. You can also go 2 shades lighter or 2 shades darker for your highlight and your contour. So you can mix and match the shades to get the perfect look. So very purse friendly, you can throw it in your work bag, and then at the end of the day, if you want to do maybe a little more contouring or conceal or highlight a little bit more for your night out, you can do that very easily. It does have shea butter, and it has vitamin E, which vitamin E is an antioxidant. That's always a good thing. It helps protect your skin while you're wearing it, and the shea butter helps to moisturize your skin. It is water resistant, so you are going to want, a good cleanser or the micellar water to help take that off at the end of the day, or the makeup remover wipes, because it is water resistant, and it's crease proof, which is great. So like when you smile, it's not going to crease into your crow's feet and smile lines. And it is paraben, sulfate, and phthalate free. So you can feel, it's a product you can feel really confident in using if you prefer to avoid those types of ingredients. So that is our new Magix Wand. It's the latest addition to our Magix makeup line, and I'm loving it. And it's great because it's nice with these three products. I've kind of got all of my options covered. I've got like a light coverage with the Magix tint for a day that I just kind of want to even things out a little bit. I've got the Magix Wand for when I want to do my full face makeup, and I've got the Magix Prime for when I'm not really worried about the color at all, but I want to smooth out the texture or want to give a great smooth palette for whatever else I might be putting on. So next up, we have our latest addition to our Skin So Soft line, and this is our Skin So Soft Supreme Nourishment, but it's a new formula. So most of the Supreme Nourishment line was discontinued earlier this year. We just have the body lotion and the bonus bottles left. But now we have the Supreme Nourishment with coconut oil. So I will admit, I was a little less excited about this than I could have been because I'm not a fan of the smell of coconut. But even though I don't really like the smell of coconut, this actually doesn't smell too bad for something that smells like coconut. We've got three products in the line. So we have the oil wash, which does still, lather up. But we've got the oil wash for a nice moisturizing body wash. And we have the milk lotion, which is your lighter weight moisturizer, and it absorbs really, really quickly. And then we have the body souffle, which is the coconut oil infused souffle. Leaves your skin feeling soft and smooth and hydrated all day. And it's a very, very, it's rich and creamy, but it's also a very light and fluffy. It just feels weightless, which I know that's kind of the theme of the day for all products, is that things that feel weightless. But it is still rich and creamy and has that really super moisturizing feel to it. And like I said, doesn't smell too bad for something that smells like coconut. Actually kind of reminds me of the old Copper Tone sunscreen that my parents used to use when I was a kid. So a little bit of a throwback scent there. But that's the new Skin So Soft Supreme Nourishment with coconut oil. And I have to tell you, this picture actually makes it look like it's like something creamy and yummy to eat. the picture of the inside of the coconut itself. But, so yeah, very rich and creamy, light and airy souffle for the body cream. The body milk is a much lighter weight, just absorbs like practically as soon as it touches your skin. And then that oil wash that lathers up and helps cleanse the skin while still moisturizing it. And let's see, the oil wash, let's see. The oil wash does have the vitamin E in it, so it also has that moisturizing and protecting to it. And looks like, yeah, just the body wash, just the oil wash has the vitamin E in it. The rest is the coconut oil. And let's see what's next. Oh, we have our fall fashion collection out now, and it's a very kind of laid back, let's see, fall faves get an upgrade. So we've got some cute like sweater and sweatshirt type tops, a lot of those, so your cooler weather tops. It is still a little bit warm here in Vegas for my new top, but I'll show it to you anyway. We have some denim leggings. T-shirt 4-packs, I'm always a huge fan of those. I like to get, those are always a great bang for the buck. A couple of 2-pack of leggings, and what I picked out from this collection for myself was I needed a new sweatshirt. All of the sweatshirts I have gotten kind of old and are getting stretched out and kind of not looking in such good, they kind of look a little sloppy these days. So I got the Arie lace-up sweatshirt. That's the picture in the brochure. I'll grab that here. And it is, it's a lightweight. It's not a really super heavy sweatshirt, which for the desert Southwest is good because it gets cold, but it's not super, super cold. So this isn't going to be like a dead of winter sort of thing, except it'll be great around the house. If it's a little chilly, I can throw this on instead of turning up the heat. It is a hoodie because occasionally, it rains here in the winter. Got nice wide lace up. So, you know, this is, and of course this is, you know, the sweatshirt that I'm going to throw on under, you know, or not under, over whatever other shirt I'm wearing. Regular kind of ribbed sweatshirt, hem on the sleeves and the bottom. It is a pullover sweatshirt, so not a zip front, but really like it, super comfortable. I'll throw it on real quick here so you can see how it fits, because it does have a very relaxed fit. So this is my normal size, and it has a relaxed fit in that the shoulder seams are actually all the way down here, but it fits perfectly everywhere else. Got the cute hood for, you know, when it's a little cold, you want to cover the ears, or it's wet and you want to keep from getting all wet. Nice big thick ties with flat ends, which is kind of nice. So everything kind of lays flat. Like I said, not a super thick fleece. It's like a lightweight fleece. And I will say, even with the shoulder seams all the way down, the sleeves are not super long. So they're not necessarily, now of course hers go all the way down past her hands, but mine sit, when I'm moving around normally, they sit a little bit above the wrist. So the sleeves are going to be a little on the short side. But like I said, this is for a nice light fall day with just a little bit of chill in the air. You want to put that extra layer on to stay warm. So that is the Arie lace-up sweatshirt. Excuse me, I'll take that back off. Because again, it is still the middle of August, so it's kind of warm here. A little too warm for a sweatshirt yet, but I look forward to when it cools off enough that I can wear that on a regular basis. Let's see, next up, we have our A box for this campaign is a Reveal Your Radiance. We have our full size Absolute Even Dark Circle Corrector for under the eyes, and that is the full size product. It's a $40 value. Then we have our full size wash off waterproof mascara. This is my absolute favorite. This is my go-to mascara. I am lucky enough that I have pretty good lashes already. I don't really need lengthening or volume or anything like that. But even if you do need a mascara for lengthening or volume, if you're in a situation where you do need waterproof mascara, you can put your lengthening or volumizing mascara on and then throw the wash off waterproof on over the top to give it a waterproof finish and help it stay throughout the day if you need that. And then we have the deluxe sample size of our vitamin C serum. Yeah, it is the vitamin C brightening serum. And so all of that, it's a $59 value for only $10 with any $40 purchase. So as always, A box is always a great, great deal. And we have another great deal. Any purchase in campaign 20, and you can try out our new Neutralize anti-pollution serum. And I actually just tried this for the first time today. I'm going to be running out and about today and want to protect my skin from all of the pollution and environmental assaults that happen. So you can get the trial size, the deluxe sample size for only 99 cents with any purchase from campaign 20. So great deal on that, a great chance to try that out ahead of its launch in campaign 21. So I'll be talking more about that in next campaign's video, because that will be our new product then. So that is all I have for you for campaign 20 of 2019. This one's been a little bit longer than usual because I had so much great information to share with you. Again, just reminding, if you didn't do this at the beginning of the video, be sure to message me if you're not already getting the brochure by mail or the virtual brochure by text or email, so I can get you on that list, because you do not want to miss any of the great, exciting products that are coming out later this year. And I will see you all again in a couple of weeks. Bye.